want to pass the microphone to Hiyoshi campus, where the Professor Uehara and the Professor Umejima are there. So I want get them talking about the Minamata field work, and also some of the internship and the pilot course plans from Keio University side. So Professor Uehara, please.
Okay, hello. Can you hear me?
From us.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so my name is Keisuke Uehara, Keio University. I'd like to talk about the field work at the Minamata City. So Minamata is Minamata disease is one of biggest pollution-related diseases in Japan. So I'd like to take your students to the Minamata City to share what kind of the situation are held in the city early mid 20s. Okay, so this is an overview of the Minamata disease. So Minamata disease is the cause of the cause of the Minamata disease is basically based on the methyl mercury. So people, one of the company, which is a Chisso Corporation, which is a biggest company in Minamata City, get away. Okay, sorry, hold on. So the Chisso, okay, so the methyl mercury is going to the harbor in Minamata City, so which is based by Chisso, and that this kind of the Minamata disease is found in 1956 officially, but we have more than 60 years to solve this kind of the disease in Japan. So because there are many many complicated situations in Minamata City, so I'd like to talk about this kind of the situation at the Minamata fieldworks. Okay, and Minamata disease is one of major diseases in the world. So when I went to the ITB in this March, I heard Indonesia has the same situation now. So we want to share. It is very valuable if we can share this kind of the experiment with ASEAN countries. So this is a basic motivation to take you to the Minamata. Okay, and when we go to the Minamata City, so we can learn what's happening in the Minamata City. So like we'd like to go to the hospital, kind of the hospital, not real hospital, but the kind of the hospital, to visit the patients for hearing. In Minamata, so there are many conflicts because of the series of recognition. So in the early stage of the Minamata disease, so some very few people sue the Chisso company. However, the Chisso Corporation is the most biggest company in the Minamata City. So half of the people, half of the citizens are working for the Chisso. So when the few people through the company, so they have a very big conflict with other peoples. So this kind of the situation is a really, well, unhappy situation. So maybe we can learn this kind of the situation from the well, family of the patients. And to solve this kind of the well, problem, so very good policies are necessary. So in Japan, so we have a many kind of the lesson about this kind of the situation. So for example, so we have a law to help the patients, but we have several types of the law. So it means that for example, so payments are different based on the law. So the patients conflict each others because they get very big money, but I have a very small money like that. So this kind of situation is really important to understand the Minamata disease solution. And now, so Minamata City is going to be eco branding city. So they have a many activity about eco branding, right? For example, the people in the countryside are working living with natures. So also we can visit there, and we will do field work with the people in the countryside people, or something like that. And this is the outlook of the Minamata field work. So the field work will be started on 6th August. So maybe you will arrive at Tokyo on 6th August, and you spend 1 day in Tokyo and 4 days in Minamata City. So we will take you to the Minamata City on 7th August. Okay, and about participants. So 10 people will be participate from the ASEAN countries, and also we will take 10 students from the Keio University, and staffs. So we are preparing. We will work with you with 4 professors and a few teaching assistants. So and also we have assignments to you. Okay. So and one of them is you have to make a presentation on 10th August in Minamata City. So maybe the student in Minamata City will be participants to the presentation. Okay, and also you have to write a report after the field work. So I mean that you go back to the your country. So you have to make a report about the Minamata field work, and please send it to our office. Okay. And this is a tentative Minamata schedule. Okay. First days. So maybe we will spend the time in the Mita campus, which is a headquarters of the Keio University. So to make a guidance and ice break with the Keio students, and so on. Also, we will have a welcome dinner on the day. On 7th, we go to the Minamata City, and we have 2 lectures for you. So first one is introduction of the Minamata fieldwork, and the second one is what is Minamata disease. So this presentation will be made by National Institute for Minamata Disease. So we have a lecturer from the National Institute in Minamata City. Okay, and third days we will visit the we will visit to the Hyakken Harbor, which is a hotspot of the Minamata disease. So we can hear we can interview to the people around there, and also we will visit the patients after that. And then afternoon we have 3 lectures. First one is current situation of the disease causes of mercury in the world. So this course will be provided by Ministry of the Environment in Japan. And the lecture 6 is activity of CHISO Corporation. So this lecture will be given by CHISO Corporation people. Okay, and lecture 7. So recovery of the Minamata City. So we have a professor of either of Prefecture University of Kumamoto. Kumamoto is a prefecture. So Minamata is one of the city of the Kumamoto Prefecture. So we will invite a professor from the Kumamoto University of the Kumamoto, and then so we will have a dinner with a citizen of the Minamata city. Then on 9th we will have a group work, group field work. Maybe we can make a 3 group. So we will divide into the 3 groups. So and all of the each group visit to the other places, and you will work with the citizen of the Minamata city. And also after that, so we have 2 lectures. Lecture from the family of the Minamata disease, and lecture 8 is activity of the Minamata city. This lecture will be provided by local government. And then on 10th, we will have a presentation from students. So you have to make a presentation on the night of the on 9th August. Then, so you have to make a presentation on 10th. And we will have a lunch with the mayor of the Minamata city, and go back to the Tokyo. So this is a schedule of the field work in Minamata city. And this is the location of the Minamata city. So, okay. And this is the Hyakken Harbor I mentioned before. Okay. And this is the situation of the Minamata disease. So we will visit him. Yeah, he is a patient of the Minamata disease. We will visit him. Okay. And this is the current situation of the Minamata city. So recovery is very important. So we will please consider about the recovery from the Minamata disease with us. And please come to Minamata and share our lesson to stop such miserable situation, and consider with us how to lead a happy life. And this is the next my presentation. So, can I go on? Okay. Okay. So this is another my presentation. Okay. So I'd like to talk about the course design of the Keio University, about the EBA, of course. Okay. So we are considering well, two types of the classes. So first one is advanced classes. So also we are considering to give well, to prepare this type of the lecture, and one of the class, social security policy disaster, will be provided by associate professor of the Oki from the September in this year. So if you are interested in this class, so please let us know. Maybe we can share some classes with you, I think, using this kind of the video conference too. Okay. And second is basic classes. Also to educate EBA students. So this type of the classes are necessary, of course. So we will provide some math classes maybe, and also we can give social innovation and advanced IT classes like this. And also we are considering about the practices like this. So internship to companies are considering. I believe that the next presentation will be related to this type of the internship. Okay, and fieldworks. As I mentioned before, so we will take you to Minamata City next month, and also we are preparing the other kind of the fieldwork, which will be held in next spring about disaster management. Okay, and also we are considering to give a language and culture workshop. We are discussing with the Japan Studies Platform Laboratory to give this type of the workshop, and also we are considering to give Japanese classes for EBA students. That's it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Uehara-san. And yeah, as you heard, then there are a set of the classes prepared for the data science and so meaning that data analysis and as I mentioned, visualization analysis method and other things, including the mathematics. And also some of the computer science education to analyze the data for the basis, as a basis of EBA. And so that's one thing. And about the Minamata, then it's really important that the air pollutions are generated from industries, and then there is a lot of scientific and biology type of issues, and then actually for the Minamata case, that was a very big lesson we have, and then one of the major companies about the pollutions, and then it's a polluted seawater can generate kind of poisoned fish to eat. And then when the people are eating those fishes, then it's damaged from the health point of view. And then so but also the policies about the small villages like that, and then suffered from the industries and the modern industry development. And then also a lot of issues around there, but then it's really important to have a kind of a positive way to recover from that kind of a thing. So the one is the evidence that what happened, and then also not only for the whose fault is this type of suing situation, but also for the recovery from that kind of a damage in the small village like Minamata city, suburb, area. So that's most autonomous and independent efforts have been done. Also, the kind of government understanding, national understanding is going to be necessary. Actually, the Professor Kobayashi, who's leading this project, is a kind of a top person in the Ministry of Environment. So, he's coordinating this project of visiting Minamata, so that it's going to be a very, very important and high quality of a visit, I believe. Okay, so let me ask Umejima Sensei, Professor Umejima, to read the introduction of the internship examples and guidelines.
Okay, thank you for giving me, and oh my God, problem happened. F5 だよね。F5. Perfect. Sorry, and for interruption. Thank you for giving me very precious opportunity and presenting my tentative and internship program proposal to all of yours. So I have 3 agendas. First, I think I want to talk about outline. Second, I want to talk about schedule. And I want to share a successful story in 2012. I think this story comes from my student in SSC, Mizuki. Okay. So first of all, I want to talk about purpose and characteristic of Soy Asia internships. So our internship program should have unique design to differentiate other internship program, which I think many universities and many companies are implementing. First, aim to provide interns with 3 opportunities. First, hands-on experience and practical learning environment through business environment. Second, I want to give access to real job employment. So it means I think this internship program should link to job opportunity. Third, I think as Uehara Sensei mentioned, as an incentive to students, we should give an intensive lecture, for example, focusing on big data management and so on. So, if a student join this internship program, student can enjoy 3 very unique opportunities. So that is the basic design of Soy Asia internship program. And not only giving an internship environment on-site, we want to design online internship program. So of course, I want to invite a lot of students to Japan. But to be honest, I think the budget is limited. But I think in our experience last year, anyway, I think over 300 and 400 students want to join this internship program. So before doing on-site internship program, we want to give virtual internship program environment via Soy Asia platform. So this is basic design about our Soy Asia internship. And this is the incentive to company and the student and university. Of course, to company, we can introduce very, very talented students. So I think the company can get good talent from Asia universities. And of course, we can give a lot of incentive to students. So as I mentioned, of course, students can learn the latest knowledge about big data management. That is the first incentive. Second incentive is to feed real business environment through on-site internship. Third, of course, students can know to each other and make friends with many, many different countries' university students. And I think we want to give new incentive to university. If students positively participate in this internship program, it means I think the university can get good awareness from company. So maybe company give research opportunity to faculty member in each university. So anyway, I am implementing the new type of internship programs since last year. So anyway, this is an outlook of virtual internship program. So anyway, last year we had done that. So feedback was good. Of course, there are some problem in connection and in daily operation, but we want to pursue this activity this year. Of course, we are going to improve this program more and more. So anyway, I want to call for many comment and advice to this, I think, a newly developed internship program. So so this is, I think, tentative. So anyway, to gather interns from the top university in South Asia, of course, we must prepare an assessment. Anyway, this assessment can contribute to ensure the good quality of interns and internship activity. So South Asia, of course, provide assessment tool, and I think each university gives assessment. For example, we want to get a fellowship letter from faculty member in each university. And not only from academia and South Asia organizer, and of course, the company can give incentive, and I think maybe some good sorry, I think this is a mislead type. So anyway, the company can give a certificate to the students. So if students can show good performance, students can receive I think good evaluation from company. And I think that means that is, I think, directly connected to, I think, a real job opportunity. So this is our basic design. So this is schedule. Sorry, this schedule is tentative. So we want to kick off an internship, I think, this September. And I think we would start online internship program on October. And in February, we want to kick off face-to-face internship program. Anyway, and I think we have, I think, very successful story last year. So I want to pitch my mic to Yuki in SSC. And can you introduce, I think, our successful story last year?
Hi. Yes. So last year, we have 4 internship students come to Japan, but before they come to Japan for 1 month, the selection criteria has 4 selection. one is East Asia assessment. We select students from, they do the business plan with East Asia for 2 months, and then they pass, they get the interview with East Asia. Then they get the high score from the business plan contest also. Also, they got the recommendation letter from the faculty member. After that, the company interview by themselves. Then they come to Japan for 1 month. So from student side, 4 of them said that it's a good opportunity for them to shorten the path to know the Japanese company, can learn the Japanese culture, and can feel the real environment of working with Japanese people. So in last year, two of students get the job offer and will get the interview from company side by next month. So this I think it's quite successful because two out of 4 interns can pass to the job recruitment opportunity.
Yes, so I think from the last 2 years successful story, and we have learned a lot of things. So students want to get and job opportunity and through internship program. And the second, and the students want to learn the latest and knowledge about big data management. Because I think, as Professor Murai mentioned, and the big data management is very, very big, I think, key issue in ICT, in business, and in technology. So I think in this internship program, I think we should aggregate education program and I think the internship program. So that is our rough design. So, but I think I'm going to improve my design, I think, till starting, internship program this year. So anyway, I'm calling for any comment and any, supervision from all of partnering universities. And thank you for giving me precious opportunity. And back to Mike to Professor Murai.
Okay, thank you very much. And this is one of the examples of how we're going to be organized a relationship with companies, industries, as well as field activities. So we already started actually as a part of the EBA working with a company called Yamaha in Japan. And Yamaha is well known for the motorcycle and the music instruments, but also the audio system and the networking devices as well. So their music school, by the way, is provided widely in the Asia. Of course, in Japan, music school is provided over the internet and connecting their music instruments and their education as well. So anyway, the company is very much well located in by bullet train about 2 hours, I believe, from Tokyo. But anyway, so that's already we have finished the first batch of the internship to them, and which was also being very successful. And then, actually, the company Yamaha was very happy about the result of the EBA internship. Therefore, they decided to continue their support with us. So we're going to plan to organize multiple companies in each of the countries as well, and to support accommodating the students for the internship, connecting with the university professors, of course, as Mejima-san mentioned. So make sure that each of the professors in each of the universities is going to be connected with the actual work the students going to be experienced when they are accommodated by the local companies. So local companies, you can list your the companies who are willing to work with us from each country side, partner side. Also, there are several, including the Yamaha Corporation, but the NTT and the other Japanese companies who got the subsidiary in each of your country. They are willing to support the accommodating the Keio University students in your country as well as working with your universities as well. So that is, as Mejima-san mentioned, I want to try to connect those local Japanese companies in each of your country to be connected with your universities for the support of the researchers, joint researchship, as well as the internship of the EBA. So that's one of the things that we are planning. So we are planning to organize a kind of industrial consortium to support the EBA activities. So, and by saying that, I want to have we repeatedly talking about the kind of disaster management for the earthquake and other things, and then the name of the Professor Oki was mentioned by the Uehara-san's presentation. So unfortunately, she's on the field work today. So, but she gave us slides she wants to share with you. So, she's gonna, as Professor Uehara mentioned, she's going to be giving the lecture on the EBA platform from September to be shared with the EBA partners about the disaster management, I believe, right? In a kind of area of security and disaster area. So let me share her slides about what she wanted to share with all of you. So I'm gonna do the. Okay. Let me see why that line isn't. But anyway, I don't. Okay. Yeah, remember her face. She's Professor Oki. She's basically the earth scientist. So she's a physics department of Hokkaido University, PhD degree, and she's been serving pretty famous in this country for the earthquake outreach department of the seismic study, earthquake study research laboratory in the University of Tokyo. And she recently moved to SFC to share her research activities as well as her class with your partners. So this slide is, talking about the BOSAI, B-O-S-A-I, probably unfamiliar word for you, but then she's trying to promote this work as a kind of the disaster mitigation, prevention, and the recovery area, because this is a Japanese word, but it's getting very popular all over the world in the high expert area around the world. She's traveling around all the countries around the world, and then she has noticed that the word BOSAI is basically the meaning is a disaster prevention, but it's not always a prevention. So no video, audio, okay. So this is a problem with my.
No, it's not the.
My computer.
No, that's just a packet loss.
A packet loss. Okay. So is that going to be other sides going to be okay? Okay, but you take care of the condition. So this is in the kind of world map around us in Asia. Then the major earthquake points is plotted, and then so this is where the earthquake is there. So probably the 10% of the major earthquake is happened in Japan. So Japan is a very much the earthquake country, of course. And then so therefore then we have a kind of experiences and the knowledge and the wisdom and the accumulated experiences and wisdom for the disaster happened from an earthquake. It's a very natural thing, but also there is a lot of areas with the earthquake impact. So this is year 2011 in a national disaster area for the various type of various area. Africa, America, and the green is Asia, and the Europe and Oceania. And then, so the Asia is a major, strong impacted area of region in the world, right? That's very much obvious. And then, probably from a point of view of a natural disaster in general, the natural disaster, more than 70% of the natural disaster happened in Asia, so our district. So that's one of the reasons why we're going to have data, we're going to have to work of the recovery and the mitigation and the prevention from the disaster impacts, right? That's obvious. But if this is a 2011 thing, and then well, 2011 is a major earthquake in Japan, and also there is a flood in Thailand as well, right? That's the same year. So so probably it's not fair to see on a 2011 only, but then it's a kind of since 1975 to 2011, and if we are looking at the people, what happening of the disaster and the number of people killed and then affected and impacted, damaged type of thing. Any of the data is representing that this area of Asia is going to be a kind of a Central Asia in the world, even looking at the more of the area. So that's one of the major reasons that we should work on that, and we should learn more about the disaster thing. So that's that's one of the things, and not only the earthquake, but also the flood and the volcano and the other things as well. But the earthquake is a major, serious impact on you can see from this graph, right? So that's a reason why during the EBA, then we are very much expecting the Professor Oki's class and lecture and visit, field test, and other activities, and including the basic lectures about the area. So we do have the major things in here. This is a magnitude 9.0 2011, and the other major one we can remember some of them, and then there is a lot of things. But more a lot of data could be retrieved from historical data. So that's one of the things we can do. And if we can look at the history from 1900, so it's a long time ago, so the data was not that accurate that time. But we can expect the major, well, actually the University of Tokyo Earthquake Laboratory is reading all the literature in the long time past around the world, and then trying to find out that the major earthquake happened in a long time ago could be a kind of a trusted data, right? It's on the picture, it's on the literature, and then so the human being is trying to recall the experiences of the major earthquakes for the history. So then reading from those data, recorded by the human being. So the recent data is recorded from the machine. So, but the data is data, and then kind of normalizing those data for the human being recorded, and then also the learning from the sensor thing, and the normalizing them. Then this chart is something like that. But the important thing is that there is a cycle in the history about the major earthquake thing, and then it's obvious that we are sitting on the historical point that we are expecting more stronger data in a kind of like a 50, 60 years of a cycle of the earthquake in the major earthquakes in the human being history thing. So that's basically the earth is living, and then earthquake is kind of a sound of like a heartbeat of this planet, and then there is a cycle, and then it's a very important time for us to work. So that's basically what Professor Oki has been working on, and she really wants to share her wisdom, her study, her research, her field work with all of you. So there is many ways of learning about the damages from a construction, and from city design, and from the psychology point of view, education, human being communication, and not only the very much a technical way, the scientific way to learn about that. So that's what you can join her of visiting the disaster area and learning how the disaster recovery is going to be achieved, and then what kind of approaches around the world, because Japan is a major earthquake country. So we have experience in visiting each of your countries to work on the field study as well. So that's the area of disaster management areas from me. So that's probably about the program introduction. Is there any other person or site who wants to?
Actually, it's all done. So question, you can answer.
Okay. All right. Is there anybody who wants to do the introduction or presentation about what we should work? Otherwise, then we start the discussion, questions, and the ideas, whatever from each of the sites. So I would like to open up for every site for the additional information or the questions, the new ideas. So ITB, you want to say something? Yeah, when we had an earthquake in Sumatra, and then we have students and faculty from ITB who could visit. I mean, only the Indonesian people could visit the Siacara in Aceh. And therefore, then we carried all the equipments to the country from, the KO students from ITB actually visiting the Aceh, and then recovering the university classes utilizing this kind of a system in Aceh. So that's one of the major experiences. It can be considered as a field study because it's really the recovery, and also the diversity of the countries and the connecting with the partners. Then we could we could provide that kind of a help. And then giving a lecture in the Indonesian language from Indonesian partners. So that's one of the examples of the activities. But we really think it's a really important with Asian countries. So anyway, so ITB, you want to say something?
Yes, I think there is. I think I see 2 points that from our presentation today. First, the earthquake, and the second is Minamata accident. I think for earthquake, there's some place or some that's we, in Indonesia can be the to be the example. First, like Sumatra in Aceh, and maybe in Yogyakarta, there's two kind of earthquake. The first is there's some what is called a tsunami, and the second is in Yogyakarta. There's the earthquake is quite different because it's not wave, but there's some I think that's flood like this. And the second for the Minamata. We have some problem in Indonesia, like Jakarta Bay. So there's some so pollutant. I think that's like mercury and the other pollutant that could be poison for our food, because many of our food come from them, like fish and seafood and similarly, but not same. Our river, like in West Java, near from Bandung, is Citarum. There's that's a pollutant that because there's many manufacturer that's put the waste to the river. I think it's maybe makes the maybe can be the same to be the example that's important and interesting to be explored.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. That's a really important point. And then so the Minamata disease happened in kind of on the middle of the process of a very fast growing of a Japanese economy, and then so that happened not only in Minamata, but Minamata is one of the most famous case we had. But then in the time of each of the nation growing economy things, and then that kind of a mismatch of kind of a growing industry and economy versus environment, and then safetyness of the people. Sometimes kind of happening on an unbalanced situation. So this is one of the lessons that all of us have when something happened in the society that kind of a development of new industries, and then also the impacting and or damaging even the human health and by the pollution generated from the industries. But the important thing right now is I talked about the sensors, and then so that in order to prevent that kind of a situation happening again, so the most important thing is learning from the past experiences, and then then discussing about how to prevent the that kind of tragedy happening again type of a thing. Also, it's important to learn from what happened in the past, and then what kind of process we took in the past experiences from the experiences we had. And then also now we have a big data and the sensor and the Internet of Things era, so that that past experiences, most of the things, transparency was not provided in the sometimes, and then also the disclosure was not possible because of the various things. The measurement was not possible because of the lack of the sensors comparing from the today's situation. So now, if you remember what I showed about the kind of radiation activities, measuring things by people as well as the government, and if that kind of accident happened, it's a bit kind of if you can compare with the kind of pollution generated from a growing industry, but also the accident of the nuclear power plant happened in this country, and now we have a means to measure them to keep the people's safetyness, and then we do have evidence measured from people's side and the government side as well. There is always a politics, and there is always a the conflict of interests, type of things always going on. But also that should be learned, connecting with our science and technology area of study. And so I believe that kind of interdisciplinary study is going to be necessary for this kind of environment, and especially the issues, emerging issues from the regions of Asia. So anyway, so is there any ideas or opinions generated from the other part of the partners? So anybody raise a hand or something so that I can point to. So okay, Chiraronko, you want to say something, Chiraronko?
Yeah. So we cannot see your face from here.
Hi, Sam. Could you plug off the projector? Right.
Can you hear us from Thailand?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you for a very nice presentation today. And also, we are sending 2 students to the Minabata case next month. So from this project, we also, in Thailand, we are interested about this natural disaster prevention of both sides that you mentioned. And we are now doing some research about the flooding and also the earthquake, which we try to make use of the ICT technology and the big data management in the field of the flood forecasting and linked to the traffic modeling. So this may be some cases that we can show to other universities in this region. So if possible, this may be another activity that KO can set some technical visit to Bangkok and have some seminar about this issue in the category of the both side subject. That's maybe another possibility for collaborative activities from now.
That's exactly, thank you. That's exactly, thank you very much. Okay, yes, we certainly, should plan the, kind of face-to-face opportunities in once or twice a year in moving around. So we certainly want to provide opportunity for at least faculties moving to each of the countries so that we can face kind of lectures and the educational opportunities and the discussion about the future of the subject, as you mentioned. in a kind of new areas, related area, which should be included in the EBA platform thing. Okay. Anybody else? Maraya, you wanna say something?
No.
Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, I like your room. So it's so nice.
Thank you.
Kind of desk and colors, and so we were during the break. We were discussing about we want that kind of room in the Keio University. So that's what we're gonna certainly learn from you. Philippine.
I'd like to comment on the structure of the courses. The courses are very interesting, starting in September, but we would like more details later on regarding the implementation, how we will be able to do this from our end, and will it be online, or does it need to be always like this, that we need to have a video conferencing because we are having packet data problems. So the courses are very interesting, and I think we have many students who will be interested to take it, but we will have to know the details and the issues of the implementation of the programs of the courses. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, as you mentioned, then we are strongly, because of the budget structure, then we do have a budget support for the kind of more mobility of the students. Physical mobility about the students and the faculty as well. So then we can move the faculties and the students to the particular sites so that they're working together with the university, of course, and attending the classes physically, and also they're working with the internship program with the related industry. So that's basically the program is about. So it's there about not only the always kind of remote classes, but also that your students can attend in a certain period of time, 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, the whole semester type of a thing. But so that's probably what we can achieve. But also at the same time, then although we do have difficulties on some of the site, but we should fix them so that any of the important lecture, not all of the lectures we talked about even today, cannot be shared with all of the students, related students for the certificate. But also, if we provide this kind of a possibility, then it's a very important lecture can be shared, and then also with in addition to the physical visits of students and the faculty. So I think I want to encourage everybody, including the partners who are not participating today, to be ready and test and then improve the quality of the distance discussion like this as well. So this is not 100% of the opportunity platform, but also, as Mejima-san mentioned, it's a combination of the physical visits as well as the remote one. So that's probably important. And also, by saying that, then we really want. We introduce some of the classes and the courses we can prepare for the EBA opportunity from Keio universities, Keio University campuses, but also it's really interesting to hear from your side about if Chulalongkorn University, if you can provide the kind of a flood researches if you have your university, that would be great, and then ITB can provide the other kind of environmental researches and energy researches especially. By the way, I forgot to share with you, but there is a energy classes happening in here. That's going to be certainly one of the major candidates to put on the EBA programs as well. So we are preparing for that kind of a thing. Because of that earthquake happened in Japan is basically suffering the electric power condition of this country very much. So we are very serious in many locations, many companies, many universities are very serious to have a renewable energy and kind of a backup energy. Also the batteries everywhere type of condition, distributed battery society. Actually, we do have a class called the Battery Society immediately after the earthquake, and then we need a battery for the smartphone, we need a battery for PC like this, we need a battery on cities and the news type of cities, and so that concept about energy, new type approaches to energy, actually we kind of started from the disaster time as well. But anyway, so a lot of things to be shared, and then many of the classes, and then the wisdom from your side is going to be very much of the interest of ours. By the way, Obi-sensei, can you provide the additional remarks and understanding about this program?
I just also wanted to mention that if any of you want to take these lectures given in English on this campus, I would like to collect a request, if possible, by the end of this month, so that we can start negotiation of this changing, in some cases necessary changing the classroom, and in some cases make additional room or something. So as I said, the one which I think relevant to this program may be the science, technology, and culture. This is more like a general topic, and one is the environmental resource science of Earth that may be interesting. I will put it on the, I don't know, someone will help me to put this list on the website, and I think these two may be of your interest. And fortunately, one of these lecture will be held in a classroom which is equipped with this internet facility, so that this can be transmitted in this manner. So if any of you want to take this course, please let us know by the end of July.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think that's a really important approach, is that probably we can your list from Science and Technology campus of Keio University are very much explicit and clear. And then there is a list, and you can see the syllabus and other things. So I think we can prepare the similar things. Are we already done? But from SFC as well. So the English classes and the related topics, and how we can provide type of information so that you can pick and select and sending the request to us. So if you can provide that kind of a list as well, not necessarily be provided online, but also it's an English class, and then also provided the related topics, and then if the students from other countries visiting your campus, and then taking that and with a certain condition. So this is going to be a very important that in each of the countries we are multiple nations, so that different rules applied on each of the universities. So even the Keio universities are working on it's a graduate school, it's easier to accept, and the undergrad is not kind of quite ready in some part to accommodating the short period of a visit sometimes. So that kind of rule of the university type of things have to be kind of slightly modified to accommodate the students from the region. That might be a case on each of the universities, so that please kind of check with that kind of what kind of a condition do you have to accommodate the students from the partner universities, and then if there is a issue, please discuss among yourselves, and then let us know. And especially the list of the classes, interesting classes to be shared could be provided from your side to the EBA. That's also very much appreciated. And then in addition to that, don't forget that I was proposing about the language of each of our countries to provide. So we're going to be disclosing about our Japanese class and Japanese culture, Japanese study type of a thing. If your students are visiting us and then taking those classes, especially I believe that our Japanese language can be provided on remotely as well. So, but we're gonna adjust with time and plan as soon as possible. But also, I'm very much interested in the language course for foreign students. If you have one, how can we share that kind of classes for these purposes and opportunity? That would be very much, when our students are visiting your universities, and then learning about your local language, that would be fantastic. I think we are about to running out of time, so is there any important, okay, go ahead, ITB. ITB, go ahead.
EBA concept web, that's so the I think it's the chart about bachelor third year, bachelor fourth year, and master first. It is the EBA course and practical course and special course. It is we go on in this schedule or something else. I want to know about the detail. And this EBA course and practical and special course. There's essay includes bachelor thesis. Is this implement on this year or when this implemented?
Okay. Some of them already implemented, and then we're gonna utilize the existing way. So as this school on internet system, SOI system, we've been using among Asia already existed, and then utilizing this platform, and then also there are some of the classes for the EBA matching thing already over the SOI Asia platform, so that it can be immediately to be participated by the partner university of EBA. So in that, by saying that, then it's kind of a half done and then a half undone, and with the planning phases. So this is a 5-year program, and then the goal is to have some kind of continuous sustainable system among us before the end of the 5 years term. So we're gonna try a lot of things. That's gonna be good. And then so sometimes some of the efforts and preparation takes the part of the system can be achieved immediately today, and then even the past. But then some of the new plan should take, because of the rule change and other things, university system thing change, and then it might be taking the 2 years, 1 year period of time. So it's really dependent. It's a kind of a coordinating effort, connecting the pieces, what we want to be achieving. And then we understand that your ASEAN university is going to be a kind of a synchronized in a pretty soon in a future history. So that's also been a very good interest of ours, and how we can establish this kind of environment things. And so by utilizing the existing one and then establish the first one, and also we should be working on a kind of what kind of certificate process and encouraging the student to participate on an industrial internship, as well as the kind of a course evidence about the course finish participating on the courses as well. So that's.
So it means we start from KU first, and then like ITB and the other follow that. What is the KU start, like that?
Exactly. And we can start, and we can utilize some of the students and the faculty's moves as well. So from a kind of a budgetary system point of view, then we do have a budgetary a background already. Actually started from last year. So that's so we have a kind of a method to support the students and faculty mobility already for this purpose. But then probably the readiness about the classes it might take longer. So it's important that, as Professor Obi mentioned, then we're going to utilize the existing system as much as possible. And then let's start moving the student utilizing this system. And then so that's a kind of building as a running type of a thing.
Okay, so there's the system is not just video conference by video conference system, but there's by internship or the internship or field work for the system. I think that I catch that by video conference, by field work and by internship. I can say that.
Yeah, and also the remote participation on the education provided by each of the partners, each other, and then utilizing the, for example, we do have a kind of September term classes, some of them to be shared with the group, so that some of you can participate on Professor Oki's regular classes of Keio University to be participated from your side, for example. So that kind of thing can be immediately happening during this year as well. Okay. Any other discussions? Okay. So,
can I have one comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, I think last week I was in ITB to address the smart community research and to develop new city development with Brandon Mayer. So tomorrow I'm going to go to, I think, Singapore, and I'm going to discuss with Singapore government officer and about how to reduce energy consumption, I think, of course, in using the ICT and connecting, I think, a lot of home appliances, etc. So anyway, I want to ensure one thing. When we design internship program or maybe I think the field course, maybe field study, and can I team up with I think the faculty member in other universities? So I mean, I think I collaborate with faculty member in ITB and can suggest and internship program also.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really want to put you into that relationship with the EBA partner. So that's and also I want you to take a lead on kind of organizing with industries relating to this. So that's really important step for the group. So by saying that, and if we exceed some of the time already prepared, but so if you don't have any immediate comments, then we're going to continue discussion over the network. And I sincerely appreciate all the participants, and then I think we have a good experience of testing this environment, and so I really appreciate your participation, and especially for all the people, staff, university side, and the TAs, and everybody who are, making a lot of efforts to achieve this meeting. I want to thank all of you for participating, and a big applause, and I want to close the meeting. Thank you very much. Okay.